Hello everyone. So we have the idea about the OSPF. We learn so many things about the OSPF. So we have some requirement before forming the neighbor. Means example, I have one router here. This is a router R1 and this is a router R2. When we connected to router and when we configure the OSPF in this interface and we enable the OSPF in this interface, OSPF is going to work. If we enable here also, so automatically R1 is going to get this root detail dynamically. Okay, this will as we discussed in our previous class, they will learn the root automatically. So but we need to consider some point, we need to remember some points. That points we did not discuss, just we learn how we can configure and we check it is working, everything is good. But we have some condition, because that condition is okay, that's why they are becoming as a neighbor. When we configure OSPF here, we configure OSPF here, these two guys are becoming as a neighbor. These two guys becoming as a neighbor because of some, let me allow this guy, because of some condition they are becoming as a neighbor. So what are that condition? By default they will become neighbor by default if we did not configure, if we did not disable some parameter, if we did not change any default parameter, it will form the neighbor, it will work, no issue. But we need to remember, in interview we will get some time question, what are the requirement for neighbor in the OSPF neighbor requirement. We are saying that what is our OSPF neighbor requirement. So we need to remember hello timer, dead timer must be match. So here whatever we have hello timer here, whatever we have dead timer here, they should be same. Hello timer by default we have 10 seconds and dead timer by default we have 40 seconds. So here also we should have same. If someone change here as different value, example if I change hello timer 20 seconds, dead timer as 30 seconds, here is different, here is different, there is a mismatch of that hello timer and dead timer. So in this scenario we will not have the neighborship. Okay, even if we run the OSPF it will not work. So this one first point we need to take care. After that, second point, they should be in the same subnet. Same subnet means we are configuring here 192.168.12.1. 12.1 we are configuring in this interface. So in this interface also we are configuring whatever we done till now in our previous class, we configure 12.2. So if you see this one, this is a network portion, this is a network, this is a network. So network portion will be same both the side. That we can say same subnet. Same subnet means network portion whatever we assign here, this interface should be same. So this should be 192.168.12 should be same. Here you can have 2 or maybe you can have 200 or maybe you have 150. Whatever number we have here, maybe here I have 10. That will differ, no issue. But this network portion must be same. That means same subnet. So this is the second condition. If we follow first condition, second condition, after that all this condition, if we follow all this condition, then only they will form the neighborship. So we know first condition, we know second condition. Third condition is network, the device must not be passive on the connected interface. So we have one command. With that command we can put this interface as a passive interface. Later we are going to check that one also. Example, if we don't want, like if you have one router here, if you don't want to learn whatever route is coming from this router, you can make this interface as a passive. So this interface will not receive hello, will not send hello. So this guy will not become as a neighbor of this guy. So we will use in the coming labs that topic. But now just remember, if any one interface is a passive, then they will not form the neighborship. And after that, what we say, the device must be in the same area, means directly connected. This device is directly connected to this device. These both devices are directly connected. If they are directly connected, this interface we put in area 0, this also should put in area 0. If we put here area 1, this should also put in area 1. Means in simple words, what we are saying, opposite directly connected interface should be in the same area. That should be in the same area. And router ID must be unique for each router. If you assign here 1.1.1.1 as a router ID, you should not assign here also same router ID. If you configure same router ID in the both router, then they will not form the neighborship. Here should be something different, not the same as we have for R1. So this is another condition. And if we put any password here, we need to have same password both the side, else they cannot form the neighborship. So this one is some points we need to remember. OSPF neighbor requirement. If we fail to satisfy this condition, any one condition, neighbor will not form. By default whatever we use, we assign here. We did not assign router ID. Here also we did not assign any router ID. Both the side we did not assign any router ID. Okay, both the side we did not assign any router ID. So automatically router is taking the router ID. So this condition is okay for us from long time. We did not check, but this is working fine for us because router is taking the router ID automatically. And this one we did not change hello timer, dead timer. That's why this condition is okay for us. And this same subnet we are using the same subnet always. That's why this is okay also for us. And we did not change any interface as a passive. That's why this condition also okay for us. And area also we use only single area till now. That's why we did not face this issue also. And we did not use any password also. That's why we did not face this issue. But we need to remember. If anyone asks you in the interview what are the condition to form the neighbor or OSPF neighbor requirement, we need to tell these points. Hello, dead timer must be same. They should be in the same subnet. We should not have passive interface in between them. Area must be same in between them. Router ID must be unique for each router. And the device, if is having the authentication, that must be same in the both the side. Both routers should have the same authentication. So this is a OSPF neighbor requirement. Configuration we already learned. We can do by interface method. We can do by any method. And we can check the hello time already. This we done. We already checked this one. We check area 0. We have the router ID. We check this already. Just we need to remember the points which we discussed just now. So now we will do the other topic, that is DR BDR, because we did not cover the BRDR. So let me start first of all this recording.